Hey guys, Kerri here. Welcome to your Yoga Sculpt class. For today's practice, go ahead and grab some dumbbells and then also your yoga blocks. If this is your first time doing a Yoga Sculpt class, I highly recommend that you go light. So using lightweight or body weight only, then the next time you do this class, you can increase your weight. So if you're ready to begin, we're gonna start with some sun salutations. So we really want to warm up the body before we get into using the weights. So let's start here at the top of the mat. Feet underneath your hips is what I prefer. However, traditionally, toe mounts together, heels just slightly separated. All right, so decide what feels good to your body. Shoulders down. Drishti, where we focus the eyes, right here on the tip of the nose. And I want you to imagine that you are fogging up a mirror. Okay, but we're doing it all through the nose. Then on your next breath, let's inhale, reach the arms up. Palms touch, eye gaze at the thumbs. Exhale, bend the knees, and we'll just swan dive forward. Gaze up towards the navel. Good. Now inhale, halfway lift. So what we can do is place our hands on our shins. We can cupcake. We can bring the hands flat or even on our yoga blocks. Okay, whatever feels best to your body. The goal here is a nice flat back. Then let's take that left leg, step it back, find your runner's lunge, and then right leg, send it back, find plank. Then shift forward onto your tippy toes. And let's start by bringing the knees to the floor, rotating the inside of your elbows forward, and then rub them right by your rib cage. Come all the way down to the floor for baby cobra. Release your feet, shoulders away from ears, nice long neck. Draw the navel in and up. This is your option for up dog. Now tuck your toes, bend your knees, send your hips high, find downward dog. Beautiful. Now in our downward dogs, all right, we don't have to have the heels down. We can bend the knees. Okay, no problem at all. If you force your heels down, it might cause you to really round your back and stretch out your back muscles. So instead, we're looking for a nice flat back here. Now let's rise up to our toes. Let's take the left leg, bend the knee. We're gonna bring it between the hands. So if you need to, just grab that foot, bring it up. Then find your runner's lunge and slowly let that right knee come to the floor. Send your hips back, flex that left foot, and just go back as far as you feel comfortable. This knee doesn't have to go straight, but if it does, great. No big deal if it doesn't. We want to just feel that hamstring stretch. And then let's step it forward back into that flat back extension, either here or here. Exhale, fold. Inhale. Let's take it up, palms touch. And then exhale, release. All right, round one of 4. Big breath, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Tipping at the waist, knees are soft. Gaze up towards the navel. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten your back as much as you can. Right leg this time, send it back. Drop the hips, find runner's lunge. Then left leg back, find a plank. Push forward, drop to your knees or stay here with me on your toes, chaturanga. Lower down. So you want that baby cobra or up dog. Top of the feet, press the ground away, gaze forward or up. Now roll over your toes, use your core, draw it in, then flip, flip, and come back to our downward dog. We're just gonna stay here, one breath. Then rise up to our toes, right knee bends, we look between the hands, right leg steps in. Runner's lunge, drop the hips, slowly left knee comes to the floor, send the hips back, half Hanumasana. Good, now step it in, flat back extension as best you can. Exhale to fold, inhale to rise, bring it up. You're doing amazing. Exhale, release. Big breath again, reach. Exhale, fold. Breath awareness here. Inhale, halfway. Left leg, step it back, find your lunge. Drop your hips. step right leg back, find your plank, push forward on your toes. You can drop to those knees or stay here with me. Hover down, upward dog, top of the feet. Engage your legs, gaze forward or up. Roll over those toes, exhale, downward dog. And it's okay too, you guys, if you're not rolling over your toes, don't worry about it. Good. Rise up to your tippy toes. Left leg's gonna step in. So bend the knee, look between the hands. Help yourself out if you can't quite get it there, all right? Drop the hips down. Right knee comes to the floor. Send those hips back, left leg. We try to straighten the knee, but we don't care if it goes straight. Pull the toes back, then step in. Flat back. Exhale to fold. Inhale to rise. So this last and final round, I want you to be really aware of your breath. So let's inhale. Exhale. So your breath starts or ends a movement, all right? Inhale, halfway lift. Right leg steps back. Drop the hips down. Left leg, step it back, find your plank. Push forward on those toes. Exhale, arm bones in really close to the body here. Upward dog. Engage the legs, knees off the ground, squeeze the glutes, gaze forward or up. Rolling over toes if you can, if not, just untuck. Lift hips high. Amazing. All right, rise up to your toes. Right leg steps in between those hands. Runner's lunge, drop the hips. Left knee to the floor. Send the hips back, flex that foot. Amazing, step it in. Flatten your back. Exhale, fold. Inhale to rise, take it up. Exhale and release. All right, team, time to grab the weights. So I'm gonna grab my 5s here. All right, remember, use a weight that is appropriate for you, and you always have options. So if you wanna go a little bit higher or a little bit lower on your weight, have a couple of options. So for this one, we're gonna go into chair pose, but I want your feet underneath your hips. So what we're gonna do is come up for a hammer curl, pressing through the heels. You should be able to see your toes, all right? And then as we come up, we're gonna squeeze our triceps, squeeze our butt, press through the heels, all right? So everything for 8 today, pressed down into those heels. You should be able to see those toes come up for 8. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more. Beautiful. Right leg steps back. We're going to find crescent lunge. So our feet are on a railroad track, tracking in the same line as your hips. I want you to come really high on the ball of that back foot, all right? Then find your balance. We're going to straighten that front leg as we come up for that hammer curl, okay? Squeeze your glutes. Then send the chest forward. Back leg stays right where it is. Come forward into tricep kickback and then push back up. Hammer, okay? We can do it. Inhale, exhale. We go 8, 7, push. Really squeeze at the top of the movement here. 6, push to that front heel. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one here. Lift it up. Beautiful. We're going to turn the hips to the side now. We're going to set up for our warrior 2. So hips towards the side, back foot is parallel to the back of your mat. Front toes are facing the front of your mat, all right? Now bend into warrior here. Set yourself up. Make sure that your front heel is tracking along your back arch. And then we're gonna go ahead and take the arms up for a shoulder press. So I want you to keep your elbows in line with your shoulders here rather than bringing them down so that we keep tension on that shoulder. So we're gonna straighten that leg, push up, and then come back down. Really gonna work the inner thighs here as well, all right? So we just have 8, 7, 6, 5, you can do it, 4, 3, 2, one more. Awesome, hold it here. We're gonna go ahead and take this over into our extended side angle. So lean all the way over, keeping tension on that bicep, or just drop the weight, reach that right arm up towards the sky, drop your hips down here. Squeeze your inner thighs to hold you on the mat, and then pull that elbow in until you feel your back muscles, your lats light up. Press it up for 8, 7, 6, squeeze, 5, 4, 3, 2, we can do it, guys, and 1, bring it down. We're gonna rotate down to the floor, so pick up your back heel, set the weight down, step it back into a plank, and then chaturanga, knees or toes. Exhale, lower, inhale, upward, top of the feet, roll over toes, find your downward dog. All right, recover before we get to the other side. Slowly walk it in, middle of your mat. Bend your knees, hang nice and heavy. Slide the hands up to the tops of your knees there, and we'll slowly take it all the way up. All right, big breath. Exhale, release. Awesome, team. All right, grab the weights. We're gonna go to the other side now. So let's step the left leg back, find your crescent lunge. So step really far back. You wanna think Barbie feet, right? So remember, your feet are in the same line as your hips, so tracking on a railroad track or even wider. All right, now we come up for our bicep hammer curl here. Find your balance. All right, and that back leg stays right where it is. We just bend that front leg as we lean forward for triceps, all right? So we go 8, lean it forward. Squeeze your triceps. 7, 6, 5, and really try and squeeze this front leg as you come up. 4, 3, 2, last set here, and up. Amazing. Setting up for our warrior. All right, team. So bend into that front leg, front heel in alignment with that back arch. Bring those arms up. Let's straighten the leg. Reach those arms up and down for 8, 7, keeping the elbows in alignment with the shoulder. 6, just focus, you can do it. 5, 4, now this is hard. 3, 2, one more, push it up and down right into our extended side angle. So lean over, elbow onto that knee. Feel free to drop the weight in your hand and then press it up, squeeze it back, squeeze your back muscle here, push it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, squeeze, 2, one more. Let's go ahead and rotate down, pick up your back heel, and we'll come into our chaturanga. So step it back, drop to your knees or stay on your toes, lower down, Upward dog, top of the feet, knees off the ground, engage your legs, gaze forward or up. Rolling over toes, exhale, find your downward dog. All right, let's take a quick little breather here. Knees down, big toes connected, forehead down. Just slow your heart rate down, deep breath here. You're doing amazing. And when you're ready, go ahead and slide your hands by your face. Slowly come on up. We're gonna grab just one plate here. And you're welcome again to do this with no weight at all. I want you to put tension on your abs by leaning back. So scoop out your abdominals here. Now, we're gonna come into a floating modified Navasana. So knees are bent. Option is to put the feet on the floor. From here, you're gonna twist, extending one leg, and then the other side, okay? Option, feet on the floor, okay? So do what you can, just do your best. You're also welcome to just hold it here. So if you can, we go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Hold your Navasana, knees bent or straighten the legs. If you want more, lift up, hold it here, breathe. 5, 4, 3, push those shoulders up, point your toes. 2, 1, bring it to your chest as you lower back into low boat here. Ardha Navasana, hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, feet down. All right, team, let's go ahead and lift up those hips. Stretch out that abdominal wall. Awesome job. All right, this is a sweaty class today. So pressing through your heels. Feel that wonderful stretch here. All right, team, slowly come on down. We're gonna grab our weights here. We're gonna bring them to our hip bones. I want you to walk your heels in as close to your bottom as you can. Let the feet just fall whichever way they want to. So toes out or toes forward, whatever your body wants to do. Press through your heels, kind of tuck your shoulder blades under. Okay, get up really high here. Press up towards the ceiling. We're just gonna hold here and do 8 little pulses at the top. We go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay at the top, then take your weight. You're gonna bring it over your head, keeping your elbows in 90 degrees. All right, squeeze here, bring it down, squeeze your back, and then do a little half pulse here. So we go halfway down, squeeze for 8, 7, so you're not going all the way down, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one here. Go ahead and set that weight down and see if you can get a little bit deeper in your bridge. So maybe you can touch the heels. Maybe you want to walk your feet closer. Okay, do what feels good to your body. Lift up higher, hold it here. 5, 4, breathe. 3, your bun should be burning. 2, and 1, untuck. Slowly come on down. Beautiful job, you guys. Knees into your chest, big hug here. Awesome work. All right, go ahead and cross those ankles. We're gonna roll forward, bring the legs either out to the side or under you. Come forward, step, step, chaturanga, knees or toes lower down. Upward dog, or your baby cobra. Knees off the ground, engage the legs. Knees forward or up. Roll over toes. Find your downward dog. Great job, you guys. Now from here, let's rise up to our toes. We're gonna take that left leg. We're going to make a backwards 7 in front of the body. Then we're gonna bring that back leg in. We're gonna find 90-90. So both knees in 90 degrees. Then let's go ahead and set the weight off to the side, and then let's go ahead and just kind of cupcake the fingers. So tent the fingers, lift up through the chest, and I want you to open up this back leg, foot staying on the floor, and you're gonna feel real intense feelings here in this hip, because this is external rotation. We don't do a lot of this in our yoga practices. All right, so just let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more team, and then we'll rotate all the way around, and you're going to stretch over that hip, and you should feel a really awesome stretch through the back of this right hip. So just stay here with me. Breathe. Now you're welcome to stay here. If you can advance this, if you don't have any issues with your knee, we're gonna take this back leg, straighten it, and then roll the hip down. Now you might need to bring your leg a little bit closer to your body. We're going into our pigeon. So again, let's tent the fingers, drop the hips down, and then using your muscles of your glute medius here and also into the hip flexors, I want you to lift up and lower, lift up and lower. If you can do it without your hands, great. We go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more. Beautiful. And then we can relax in our pigeon over that leg. Forehead can come down, or we can stay on the elbows. And just listening to your body. How did your body respond to that? Not trying to change anything, just simply observing. Awesome, team. And then slowly bringing those hands up, we're gonna work the other leg now. So bring this back leg in, both legs again in that 90 degrees here in the knee. Then tent the fingers, lift the chest, press your foot into the floor, and we open and close, all right? So if you don't feel anything while you're doing this, that's a good thing, okay? That means you have awesome external rotation. If you're feeling a lot of feelings, then we need to do this a little bit more, okay? Almost there. One more. And then we'll rotate, get into our 90-90, hip stretch here, leaning over the leg, and you should feel a wonderful stretch through the outside of this left hip. And again, we can stay here, or we're gonna take this back leg, straighten it, and then roll the hip down. Maybe bringing this leg a little bit closer to the body. Tent the fingers, set yourself up. See if you can use your glute medius and your hip flexors to power you up, okay? So it's okay if you wanna tent the fingers, even blocks under your hands is fine. If you can do it without, great. Let's go for 8, 7, no pressure in your knees. 6, if you're ever feeling pain in your joints, I want you to stop. 5, 4, 3, 2, one more. And then all the way down. Melting over that leg. Finding pigeon here. Okay, so make sure that your shin bone is visible. We don't want the leg rolled under. So we want this external rotation of the hip. We want to be able to see the shin bone. That way we know we are in external rotation. Amazing. All right, slowly bringing the hands up. Let's bring both legs out, flexing through the feet now. All right, team. Wiggle it out left and right. Press through your heels, hands on your waist here. Drop your shoulders, squeeze your shoulder blades, and then just slowly come forward. You might only be able to go here. That's totally fine. No big deal. Squeeze your quadriceps so that our hamstrings kind of loosen there. And then just come down as far as you can and back up. So we'll do 8 of these, as far as you can and back up, pressing through the heels. If you can go all the way down to the floor, hover, and then up for 8, 7, 6, 5, be really intentional, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. And then reach the arms and just kind of passively hang there wherever you're at. Breathe, letting go of tension and stress. And then slowly make your way up. Beautiful job, you guys. All right. Let's go into some twisting here. So left leg straight, right leg crosses over. If it's possible for you, fold that bottom leg under and then reach around and hug the leg in nice and tight here. You should feel that through the hip, and then kickstand through that back arm. Look over right shoulder. Stay here, breathe. And then if you have good balance, go ahead and take this back arm, reach it up, thumb up towards the sky, so we have external rotation, and then kind of use your leg there to give you a little more leverage, gazing up towards the ceiling. You should feel a wonderful side body stretch here as we twist. Just focus on your breath. Amazing. Let's do the other side. All right. So right leg straight, left leg crosses. Fold it under if you can. Otherwise, don't worry about it. Leave it straight. Both hip bones on the ground. Reach. Pull it in. Hug. Kickstand. Back arm. Look over left shoulder. And if you want a little bit more today, externally rotate, thumb up towards the sky. Reach all the way over, gazing under that arm. Good. Gently release that arm. All right. Let's lay on back here. So holding on to the back of the legs, slowly lower yourself down to the floor and then pull those knees into your chest, rocking out your spine from side to side here. Now flex your feet, pull your knees in close to your body. You can stay here or grab your ankles, or if you have the flexibility, grab your feet for happy baby. Pulling your knees down by your sides, relaxing your breath. And if it feels good, go ahead and just rock a little bit. Awesome, team. All right, let's bring the soles of the feet together and place the feet flat on the floor. Let the knees just open, and then rest the hands on the belly here. Just for a moment. Begin to slow your breath. Just breathing naturally. Scanning down your body, asking your body how it's feeling. Just notice the change in your mind and in your body after practice. Notice how good it feels to move. If you're not comfortable in this position, go ahead and change position. So maybe you want to place your feet on the floor and bend the knees, or maybe you want the legs to go straight. If you like your hands on your belly, that'll help you focus on your breath. But maybe you're looking to receive, so you can place your palms up, or you need more grounding, palms down on the floor. Whatever it is, just find a comfortable position that you can stay in. And then I want you to observe. So we're just observing our body, our breath, how we're feeling. Notice the difference from how you feel now from when we first started class. Notice all the sounds and noises that are going on around you. And rather than concentrating on just one thing, I want you to observe it all. Just watching the thoughts come in and out of your mind. Always bringing your attention back to your breath. So for the next few moments here, be the observer. Allow yourself the freedom to just watch. Bringing your awareness back to the room, back to your body. Let's wiggle our toes and our fingers. And then as if you just woke up in the morning, interlace your fingers, point your toes, reach your arms overhead, and arch your back. Take a big breath in. You can open the eyes. Then gather up the knees, big hug. Thank your body for what it did for you on the mat today. Just finding gratitude for our ability to be here together, to practice. And then if you're ready, let's go ahead and cross those ankles. Come on up. All right, you guys, I feel amazing. I hope you do too. Let's just bring a little energy to our mind and body, sitting comfortably. Drop the shoulders down. Let's take a giant inhale. Fill the belly and lungs. Reach up. Exhale and twist over to the left. Right hand goes behind the knee. Look over the shoulder. And then other side. Big breath. Exhale, twist. And then one more deep, full, huge breath. Reach up. Pack the air in a little bit more. Hold at the top. And exhale. Bringing the hands back down to your heart. Thank you so much for being here, for practicing with me. I hope you enjoyed today's class. Leave me a comment below. Let me know. I love you guys so much, and I hope you have an awesome day. Bye, guys.